Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Cultureverse. Welcome, you gentlemen. Appreciate it that you are not going to a public swimming pool today and instead having this session today with me. We have 30 degrees. We not only have a very hot end of the week Friday, we also have the very first leagues starting from today. We have the Premier League starting today, which we will address in a few seconds. We have League One that will also start, and we have the Bundesliga that also starts tonight. And that also is a hint that the transfer windows is getting tighter and closer. And we will try to address all the critical and major transfers in the next week in our future videos. But for today, we will talk about the hottest transfers of this week. And to do that, we will probably start in the Premier League. Therefore, Nirmal, Kadik, what can you say currently what's going on from the Premier League side?
So we have one final confirmed signing from Chelsea. Marc Cucurella is a blue now, and this deal was, it can be seen one of the deal which Chelsea kidnapped from Barcelona after Barcelona hampering them in the transfer market for so long, because Marc Cucurella was also being targeted by Barcelona as well as with City, but with City with much more aggressive way. City actually they actually gave two bids to Seagulls, Brington, which we say, and it was for 30 million and 40 million respectively. But Chelsea submitted a bid of 50 million, and this is what made Marc Cucurella signing Chelsea. It can also be said that with Chelsea, Marc Cucurella can be one of the starter, and there's a guaranteed game time. With City is always difficult with such a competitive team that you play every game. This was one of the key reason why he signed for City. Marc Cucurella comes from Catalonia. He started as a Barcelona player, never got a chance to play for first team, and then he went to Getafe. Last season, he was with Brighton. Very promising player, very skillful, very fast in his left back position. So it's gonna be a very good signing for Chelsea. And we can also see how Chelsea is turning this big vacuum in the transfer market, and they are coming out to be very progressive and very progressing competitor for for the Premier League this season. And like we discussed in our last episode, we actually placed Chelsea out of top four, but I think there will be a big fight between Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea for third and fourth place. Chelsea coming out to be a very promising competitor for the Premier League top four. Let's see. That's all
Exactly.
from Premier League this week.
Then I suggest we move then to the Serie A. Is there anything remarkable to note from Kadik?
Yeah, so the confirmed news that we got this week was about Georgi Wijnaldum signing from PSG to AS Roma. It's very interesting how Roma is building the team right now because they have signed Nemanja Matic earlier in the season that Mourinho knows really well, and they have poached Paulo Dybala from Juventus as a free transfer. All the three transfers, Wijnaldum, Dybala, and Matic, are all free transfers and very shrewd business from Roma. To be honest, I think Mourinho is silently building a really good team that is going to work really well on the field, and he's going to push the team to the extreme extent now. Spinazzola also coming back in the back line, and also he has a lot of options. He also has players like Zaniolo who are right now not fitting in the team, so he'll be coming off the bench. So he has really good prospects in the team, and I think they will be challenging for top four or maybe to the Scudetto team until certain extent this season. And Roma has a really big say, I guess, this season. The another thing about Wijnaldum is that this has created a void for PSG midfield, and Renato Sanches has filled this void from Lille. The deciding factor here is the coach of PSG, who is the ex-Lille coach, and he has convinced Renato Sanchez to come and join him in the team. Milan was behind Renato Sanchez for quite a long period of time in the transfer season, but he has gone to PSG. And one of my favorite players, Dries Mertens, has left Napoli. The great entertainer, a really great striker, centre forward in the team, has left after so many years and breaking the record of the legendary Diego Maradona. Napoli this season is getting dismantled. All the experienced players, Koulibaly, Mertens, and Insigne have left. and they'll have to really look into the transfer market and build their team. So that's it from Serie A.
We do not have anything else. I just want to make this statement on Roma's transfer window this season that we have seen with Mourinho. He has this history of turning out of form players into a lethal beast in Serie A, and we can say that with the successful season of Abraham and Smalling. And what we have seen a kind of similarity how he's now having Dybala, Wijnaldum, and Matic. All these players very low in confidence, very high in talent, can be lethal on the ground. And Mourinho, the special one, this factor plays big when you play against big teams on a big night. And what I can just agree with what Karthik is saying, that yes, Roma is coming out like very stronger this time. Sorry, and we see. I also see. So Roma always has this passionate fans. We saw the amazing signing ceremony of Dybala, the presenting ceremony of Dybala. So they have all the ingredients now. Good players, good team, great fans, and great stadium, great history behind them. So let's see. I think it's going to be one of the toughest Serie A season with
Yeah.
AC Milan coming out on the top, and now Roma also building. Juventus trying to find their space in top four. So finally, we have a very competitive Serie A title match.
And this is the second season of Mourinho. Mourinho always performs really good in the second season. That is what the stats say. My dream, as a even if I'm a Milan fan, I would like Roma to win the league next season, which is quite a stretch. But then that would mean a really good array of Juventus, Inter, Milan, and Roma, saying that Serie A is competitive. To the people who say that Serie A is just a normal league and not as competitive, but it is not the case.
All right. I would like also to add, also to note the Bundesliga, which is starting today, that from Eintracht Frankfurt, we have now an interest from Juventus Turin for Filip Kostic, which is he has one more year on his contract. And considering that West Ham United has openly and publicly shown interest to him, and he has now, due to that fact, a very interesting situation where he can decide either to stay at Eintracht Frankfurt. We know they are the Europa League winner of the last season, which means he has a guaranteed chance to play in the Champions League this season. But we also have the interest now from, at least from Juventus Turin, also Inter Milano was in connection with Filip Kostic. So very interesting to see where his journey this season will lead him. Do we have anything from the League One?
So yes, the Wijnaldum transfer has left a void in the PSG team, and that is filled by Renato Sanches, who was being chased by Milan for quite a while in the season, but he has decided to go to PSG. Here, the deciding factor was the coach, that is the ex-Lille coach, who has made the critical decision to bring Renato Sanches, and that was the deciding factor here. And I think Renato Sanches is a really improved player from the days of Bayern Munich, where he didn't live up to the expectation. He's a really good on the ball and he has really good vision. And I think he'll bring a good value to the PSG team.
Yeah. So I think that's all from our side in this today's edition of Calcioverse.
Thank you. Thank you for handing that over.
Thank you very
That's
much.
true. Guys, again, thank you very much. Appreciate that you spent the time on this hot summer day to talk about the news and hottest transfers. Wishing you a great weekend, and we see each other next week. Take care.
Take care. Ciao.